What's up, Skywatchers? What is up indeed? Sunday, October 5th, 2025. The Pink Aurora Network. Alright, Skywatchers, I want to talk to you about something that's becoming impossible to ignore. Once again, pink auroras lit up the sky, rare, deep, and powerful. And once again, there is no clear solar driver to explain these pink northern lights. No major solar flares, no strong CMEs, nothing that should be producing this kind of deep atmospheric penetration, and yet, here we are. Now, pink auroras don't form under normal conditions. They require charged particles to reach well below 100 kilometers, where they can interact with molecular nitrogen. And that doesn't happen without significant forcing. But while space weather is quiet, EISCAT, the European Ionospheric Heating Facility, is not. I have confirmation that it's been active, transmitting high-frequency power directly into the upper atmosphere. And that's where things start to connect. Because when you heat and agitate the ionosphere, you're just not stirring up a local patch of sky, you're injecting energy into the very system that couples with the atmosphere, ionosphere, and the magnetosphere together. Think of it like tossing a stone into a global pond. One ripple here spreads into a wave pattern everywhere else. That NASA diagram you're seeing on the screen right now shows exactly this, how a single point of ionospheric disturbance can trigger cascading effects across the entire planetary circuit. Alter the auroral electrojet in one region and you change the flow of charged particles, disrupt magnetic flux tubes, shift neutral wind patterns, and even influence weather behavior thousands of miles away. This isn't theory, it's how the system actually works. Now, mainstream explanations keep leaning on the weakening magnetosphere idea. But let's be honest, if the field was truly too weak to stop these particles, every solar gust would be catastrophic. That's not what we're seeing. Instead, these rare deep penetration auroras show up only when these facilities are active. And that's the pattern worth paying attention to. Before I wrap this up, I briefly want to mention Bouvet Island in the southern hemisphere. Last year, Into Thin Air tracked some strange atmospheric anomalies. These atmospheric disturbances were emanating from Bouvet Island, and now we're learning about the increased radio research activity there. So when we see these anomalies out of Antarctica and the Bouvet Island region, we know that that is HAARP. It's no small thread that what's happening up north is mirrored in the south, forming part of the global network of atmospheric manipulation. So here's what I want you to take away from today's video. These pink auroras are not random. They're not a simple solar story, and they're not just pretty lights. They are fingerprints, evidence of immense amounts of energy being injected into Earth's electric system. And if altering one part of that system can affect the entire planet, why are they doing this? This is part of the bigger agenda. Thought it was going to be a beautiful day. It was warm, the skies were blue. Those short little trails, those are not contrails. That is another form of solar radiation modification. I'll be watching the skies all day. I'll make a complete video with this. This is how the day is starting. Alright guys, here's what those short little streaks in the sky are really turning into. These aren't the typical lines that you would see over your head on a daily basis, or when you do see them. These are the short little lines, and they're in front of the sun, and I'm in northern Illinois today, and I think we're going to get some record heat possibly. We'll probably be a little microwaved. Alright guys, I'm still seeing plenty of posts online saying that there is no spraying because of the government shutdown. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. And then they come on and want to tell you that there is none because the government shut down. I don't know who we're dealing with, if some of these people just don't really get it, or if they're government trolls and bots and agents, but we can clearly see that the spraying operations are happening. Today is Sunday, October 5th, 2025. All right, Skywatchers, go out and enjoy this beautiful Sunday, and I will be back tomorrow. So until then, stay aware, be prepared, and until next time, keep looking up.